What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. So it's ended down at the King Power Stadium tonight as, of course, Newcastle come away from the King Power Stadium against a relegation-threatened Leicester side in a 3-0 win. We absolutely dominated the game. An impressive performance once again by Eddie Howe and the lads, and I wouldn't have expected any of that, to be honest, because the way we went into that game and the way Leicester were going into that game, it was quite obvious, to be honest, that it was going to be this kind of scoreline, this kind of result. Newcastle coming away as the winners in the game, and we now have done a little bit more for that push for the Champions League as well. A dominant victory tonight down at the King Power Stadium. A blistering first half performance by the lads. Jacob Murphy scoring a brace in the game, and then Bucky Barnes adding the third, of course, ex-Leicester boy, putting in the third to seal the win before half time, condemning Leicester a record-breaking 8th consecutive home league defeat without scoring, despite a brief moment in the game where Leicester did have a slight little bit of hope of getting something back into the game with a shot, but it went off of both posts straight along the line. And that when you see that, I'm sure Leicester fans must have been thinking to themselves, it's just not their day. It's just not been their season, to be honest, neither. Leicester just haven't really done well this season coming up into the Premier League. And when you look at their team as well, an aging Jamie Vardy up there, he didn't really do much, to be honest, tonight. As I did say in my preview going into the game, I didn't think he would do much with the age being a concern there. But Leicester offered a little resistance against it tonight, but a comfortable win for us. Comfortable second half as well from where we didn't really have to get out the first gear, I don't think, to be honest, neither. A few substitutions just to freshen some legs up and, of course, to rest a few legs as well. Wise move by Eddie to take off a couple of the bigger named players like Isak and Murphy as well, just to rest their legs up, because we do have some busy game schedule coming up, 3 games within a matter of moments of each other, so that's going to be a moment where we do have to have the fitness. So good to see that Eddie Howe did think ahead for that one, which I'm sure he will have been thinking about that, the moment we probably went 3-0 up in the game, to be honest. That's just Eddie Howe in a hole, to be honest. He switches his focus straight to the next game, once the result is verified and it is clear that we are going to win the game. But looking at it, we're climbing to 5th in the table, 11 on points with 4th place Chelsea, and with a game in hand, we've got every chance of leapfrogging Chelsea, of course. And this match also saw Leicester have a debut of Jeremy Monga. Good luck to the lad, but to be honest, he didn't really get to do much in the game when he did come on. And when he did come on, what he did get in the game, he had to go up against Tino Livramento and Will Osula. So at the end of the day, the lad did, I think, pretty decent, to be honest, but nothing really of massive note that could have helped Leicester in the game, to be honest. So Leicester fans, there may be a little bit of hope there in that young lad getting his debut. Maybe that can give you some sort of revitalisation towards a push to try and maybe stay in the Premier League this season. But looking at some bullet points from the game, we were pretty much, like I say, a free scoring side, and then Leicester become the first Football League side to lose 8 consecutive home league games without scoring as well. It just isn't good reading if you're a Leicester City fan, but as a Newcastle United fan, it's a good result for us. It's what we wanted coming into this game. We wanted to come away from the King Power Stadium with all the points in the bag and push on for that chance of Champions League football. And now, with the game in hand, currently sitting on the same points as Chelsea, who will already have a game ahead of us, then there's every chance for us to leapfrog them And looking at the fixtures coming up as well, you know, we've got up next for us is Man United. It's St James's Park, and then we've got the Palace game, and then after that we've got a game against Aston Villa. So it's going to be some pretty toughish games there, but we're going to need to do the same as what we've been doing. Focus, remind, concentrate, go into the game with the right mentality, and, you know, go in there to get the positive result and come away with a result. I think, to be honest, the only fixture that I might be a little bit concerned about would be maybe that Aston Villa game, being that it is at Villa Park. But who knows? At the end of the day, football's a funny old game, as the saying once was said, and, you know, we can get a result on the day. It's just about putting in the right performance, putting in the right mentality, and going into the game. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below, and also make sure to check out my sponsor, Stocks FC. It's of course a stock market for players. Whatever a player does in real life, if you buy the player on Stocks FC, then of course you will earn real cash for the player. And you can cash that out, of course, immediately. And if you press the link down in the comments below or in the description, you will get, of course, a special offer. When you spend £10, you will get £30 in free credits, and you will also get 5 free loan players. Yes, you heard us right, 5 free loan players to start off your portfolio on Stocks FC. So go on over there, head up and check it out. And as for this video, I hope you all liked it. If you did, please hit a like on the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. However, lads.